You've seen all kinds of movies, but you've never seen anything like the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
They're probably foreigners with ways different than our own.
It's fabulously freaky. See the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Let's do the time warp again. Hey there guys, welcome back to another awesome video, and today's movie review is going to be of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And this is not really like horror in a sense, or really a Halloween movie, but I just figured this is a type of movie I feel would be a movie you could put on during spooky time. You could probably watch this outside of spooky time and outside of October, but I feel like this would be very fitting. But anyways, we have the Rocky Horror Picture Show, a musical about a couple that just got engaged and they've entered a tower or a castle, if you will. What they have entered into is not what they had expected. So this movie is directed by Jim Sharman, I want to say his name was. I think he might have done the Broadway version. All I know is that I looked him up, or I tried finding the director's name, and it gave me, I think, someone that was associated with the Broadway show, or something of composing, or something of musical background. And all I know is that Jim Sharman came up, and let's talk about why this movie is, well, let's say this. Usually I say things like classic, iconic, memorable, infamous, and stuff like that, but I think for this movie, it is very much timeless. It is lively. It is energetic. It is filled with so much electricity. I think that's the best way to really describe the movie without using the same terminology that I use very often. But basically, still describing it in that sense, because all around the board, everyone does a great job with the performances, from Susan Sarandon to, I guess, misfits, we'll call them. I don't know if they're really the transvestites, but all I know is that they're just associates to Frankenfurter, so I feel like they'd be called or associated or affiliated as misfits. From Columbo to Magenta to Riff Raff, Justice for Riff Raff, Eddie, rest in peace, to Meatloaf, and of course the star of it all, Tim Curry as Frankenfurter. And there is just something so transcending about his performance as this character. And I'm not gonna lie, I still think personally, my favorite performance from Tim Curry will still be It/Pennywise the Clown from the It, like 1990 miniseries/movie.
I'm every nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
I will say this is a second best. I will say it's close, it's neck and neck for me, because I do see why people love this movie so much, and it's because of this performance. It's because not only, for several reasons, we're gonna kind of like try and dissect and try to like break down a little bit. This is a cult following, it's become a cult phenomenon, but you have also a character like this who is, he says he's a transvestite, in that area of spectrum of transgender perhaps, or drag, things that we associate nowadays as the norm. But back in like 1970s, 1980s, and even before that, and even in the 90s, it was very, very ambiguous, or very a touchy conversation to bring up if someone was on the spectrum of if they were gay, or if they were transgender, or if they were lesbian, or anything a part of the LGBTQ community. Kind of in a way fitting that the transvestites, or at least from Riff Raff and his sister's point of view, they say the transvestites are alien in a way, and I think that fits very well, because something like gay man-to-man, woman-to-woman relationships was considered alien during the time of the 60s through the 80s and maybe a little bit in the 90s, with people having to hide their sexualities and be shy to come out of the closets. And yes, I know that's still prominent now, but this is we've now entered a day and age where that is more open than ever. For however you want to look at it. Could be because of movies like this that have embraced and inspired that sort of community. And it makes sense in a, I guess, technical standpoint in a weird way, because this is a mad scientist we're still talking about, no matter what how different he or she may cross gender or cross clothes or dress, or even the creature he creates, which is basically his embodiment in his mind and his perspectives and his interpretation of the perfect man, the way the body is built and the physique and the facial structure and everything had been so perfect for him to be this perfect man. So this is still, ironically enough, a different take on the Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monsters tale, done with more, I guess, pizzazz, if you will, a little more flair, a little more color or fruitiness, if you will. And we cannot exclude the music. The music is such a bomb, such a banger, and of course, the time warp. I think it's intriguing to me that it seems like each song that has played and been used and has been sung and performed and choreographed has a different genre, it feels. Like one feels like one type of genre, another feels more fast-paced, one feels more like a doo-wop. It's all just a combination of a mixture of combustion of all sorts of things mangled up and mashed up together to be this one big crazy blast, and now considered a blast from the past. Is it cheesy as all hell with some of the visual effects? Absolutely. But some of the transitions in this, some of the cuts, not your usual transitions, the way it's sliced during a camera shot, or the way it dissolves, or the way it transforms. It's something that a lot of movies do often anymore. So yes, it's cheesy as all hell. Is it charming? Abso-fucking-lutely. I am going to give the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I am going to give it an A+. So the Rocky Horror Picture Show, have you guys seen it? What did you think of it? And if you have seen it, let me know your favorite song. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to awesome videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every day of the week. Share the video with family, friends, all the good stuff, and more. Leave suggestions down in the comments, you name it. I'll look into it as best as possible. Just look out for more reviews and more things to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.